We hear one. Let's get it going.
God, you look like a hobo, dude.
Wow, this guy. Like I just said, I will
Welcome
not
back
say
to
it
another episode
live.
of the Final Say Pod. How we doing
I
today,
can't say it
fellas?
live on pod what I just said, but
How we doing today, fellas?
having a great day, man.
Yeah.
You're interrupting the intro. I hope you know that.
My fault.
I was trying to be energy, and you just keep disrupting me.
Energy.
So with that being said, how we doing today, guys? It's another episode of the Final Say Pod. I have to repeat myself because I was brutally interrupted by Four Eyes over there. Um, what's up?
What up, man? What up, man? Hey, we back. Back to our regular schedule.
We've been back.
Yeah. Past
I
2 weeks.
mean, only reason we were gone was because you were vacating the Hamptons. You want to tell everybody your experience?
Went to Bucky's. Great place in Amarillo, man. That's my type of vacation, bro. Go visit a gas station till I can afford. So,
And the Hamptons on your way back from, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, name it Hampton. If you're calling that La Quinta that's broken down,
La
that
Quinta.
I had the same key card as the guy next to me.
It's La Quinta, por
I get you,
favor.
bro.
Es La Quinta, por favor.
Oh,
La
get out of
Quinta.
here. Oh
Last
man,
name,
hey,
last
playoff
name,
season.
last name more Hispanic than a mug, and says La Quinta.
Playoff season, guys.
Hey yo, Matt, how do you say those chips that you guys sell? Come on, bro.
Diminitas.
That Frito Lay. He said it right now. Go ahead, Jake. Say it again.
Diminitas.
Say it.
Amitas?
No, no. The way
He
you're
calls them
supposed to say it.
dynamites.
Yeah, the way you say it.
Dinamitas?
No,
No,
you don't say it
yeah,
like
look at
that.
that guy.
Nah.
That's how I say it.
No, you don't. When you check it in, it's like how many of those chips do you have, sir?
I have 8 dinamitas.
Sounds so.
Jake says dynamite. It's so hilarious.
Shut up. Well, let's get it going, man. A big weekend ahead of us. Thursday, Friday starts pretty early. Get ready. College football. Right one? One?
I mean, if you want to do the job, bro, just
Oh,
say
okay,
that.
go ahead. Go
This
ahead.
main character energy is annoying, bro.
Main character.
This man sat there. He's like, college football. Big, great day of weekend. Right? Starts on Thursday.
Main character.
Starting off with the NCAA, we have number 4 Penn State versus number 5 Notre Dame, where Notre Dame is favored by 1.5 in the Orange Bowl.
Is that a bowl of ramen?
That's racist.
Chill. It's pretty good. You want to go first, Matt, or me? Well, we know where I'm going. Matt has said clearly that he does not believe in Penn State. I am the opposite. I believe Penn State, they've won 2 meaningful games. I warned everybody how easy their schedule was about to be, and here they are, right before the championship. And I believe they win this game. They're going to rely on their running game from Kadron Allen. Let me tell you something. This boy runs with passion. He practically had 126 yards, I think it was 126 yards rushing. Destroyed last game. He will do the same this game. I think their game plan is going to be very simple. Run, and run some more. I think they play a very good defense, and Notre Dame, here's the thing though. I think they will slow down Notre Dame because I believe their offense is less, how would I put it? Less prolific is what I'll say. They won't have a chance, and I think Penn State ends up winning this game handily. I'm going to say 27-13. Penn State will be in there, and your Nittany Lions are in the NCAA championship. Congrats.
Let me correct you real quick. He ran for 134.
Ooh, okay. I missed the 8 more yards. Congrats.
Their backup had 87 yards.
I tried to warn somebody about how their schedule was going, and somebody said, "SMU upset." That bullshit. But it didn't happen that way. Go ahead, Matt. Who you got winning?
Notre Dame all day. Marcus Freeman is an up and coming head coach. He has quite possibly turned this Notre Dame team around whenever Brian Kelly left it in the dumps. Brian Kelly couldn't amount to anything with Notre Dame. And I believe that there was a report that said that Brian Kelly came out and said to Marcus Freeman, "Hey, man, you can't beat an SEC team, bro." And look where he's at right now, man. Up and shining, Final Four. He's about to do something Brian Kelly couldn't have never done. Now, I hope, hang on.
Brian Kelly's made the
hang on.
NCAA championship. I want to add that in.
Yeah, but lost. If Notre Dame beats Penn State, which I think they will, I would like to see Notre Dame win it all. If they don't see Texas, of course. If they see Ohio State, then I would rather let them see them win. Marcus Freeman is a great head coach. He's a top 5 head coach in the NCAA right now.
And I want to ask this real quick because I forgot. You've been talking down on James Franklin. He's now won 2 meaningful games.
Absolutely.
Are you going to backtrack that?
I will not backtrack that because he's going to lose this game against Notre Dame. Riley Leonard is a better QB than I don't know who the QB is on Penn State. Not only that, yes, the running back ran for a couple of yards, man, and whoop-de-doopity-doo. Notre Dame has a better defense than Boise State. So keep that in mind. Riley Leonard, better quarterback. He's a dual threat. He can pass. He can run. Notre Dame all day in this one to the championship.
What's your score?
It'll be a close one. It's not going to be a blowout in any way. I see it being 27-24.
In your heart of hearts, do you believe that the real national championship is the other game?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I
would have loved to see Texas and Ohio State in the championship, but
right. But you believe that is the championship. Do you believe anybody who wins that other game will beat these 2 teams? Because I believe that. Whether it's Ohio State or Texas, their championship is this weekend, and their next game is going to be a freebie.
So what you're saying is, no matter who wins out of Ohio State, Texas, they win it. They win it all.
They're winning it all. Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't count out Notre Dame.
You're crazy. I just want to know if you have hate, if Notre Dame would somehow win this and then get his ass blown out the next week, if you would come at him the same way you're coming at poor Brian Kelly that you've done,
Well, Brian Kelly ran off. He was afraid of it. He
ran off.
Absolutely. And look what he's doing right now. He's getting his ass whooped in the SEC. He thought that
I like what Colin said. There's always an outlier year. This is his outlier year.
Colin, because he never has a good take.
I'm just calling a spade of what I've been hearing.
Is that Notre Dame, bravo to them. They made it this far, and I believe they can take it a step further if they meet Ohio State.
Now, if they play Texas, is that your heart saying that they can beat Texas?
That's my heart. That's my heart.
Texas has to come. They have to play the same way they've been playing. Run the ball, great defense. They'll do their thing.
Quinn Ayers has been lining up. Stop it. You gotta stop your hate. You want to bring up Colin? Let's bring up Jeff, our loyal viewer. He said that, yo, man, you might as well just put a Buckeye jersey on, man, because we see it at this point.
No, I just call spade. I'm a realist. That's what I do. I'm the realist out here. You have play with a heart. I don't. I have to be real about our teams, whether it's my team or anybody else's.
Yeah, Juan,
that's all I'm trying to do.
You're with that, Juan. You're on that side, Juan.
All right. Thanks, Gabe.
Well, I care about this so much. So since you're a realist, bro, tell me why Ohio State's going to beat Texas.
Well, I believe Steve Sarkisian.
Wait. Matt, you didn't get to have this conversation. Can you read this for me and then tell me what the last 2 emojis mean?
It's a cloud in a bowl. Cloud
Uh,
bowl.
That's a
told you.
cotton.
I told you it looks like a cloud.
That's a cloud, bro.
It's cotton.
That's a
Yes.
cloud.
I told him too. I said it looks like a cloud. I know what you're doing, but it looks like a cloud.
It's a cloud, bro.
I'm gonna look up the cotton emoji.
Go ahead, Matt. Tell us first.
The Texas versus Ohio State. We all know what Jake's gonna say, man. If Quinn Ewers is playing, then I'm worried. I'm worried. If they want to win this game, you better put an Arch Manning in. Listen, we're not going to lose this game. If we lose this game, we're not going to lose it because of Quinn. We're not going to lose it because of our run game. We're not going to lose it because of our defense. The only way we lose this game is if Steve Sarkisian's piss poor play calling. That's all it is. He has been par these past couple weeks at play calling. Par. I mean, hell, that 4th and 10 to go into to continue overtime, Quinn Ewers had to change the play. He was like, hey, man, this is not a good play. Let me change it up and let me score a touchdown. That's all it's going to be. Now, our run game has to be flowing. Our defense has to be stopping. And yes, Quinn Ewers has to be playing well. He cannot make mistakes like he has been these weeks prior. So, like I said this weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. I do not want to see Ohio State in the playoffs. And here we are. Ohio State matches up very well against Texas. Ohio State is on a hot streak. Yes, this game worries me so much. But at the end of the day, I still got to ride with Texas. This is going to be the best defense Ohio State has seen all playoff long. All playoffs. It's going to be one of the, not the best offense, but one of the best offenses that they have seen. So at the end of the day, I got Texas all day.
What's your
Give me
score?
your score.
38-35.
So if Steve Sarkisian pulls up a game plan and we see the average Quinn Ewers 215 yards, 1 touchdown, maybe 1 interception, you still going to come out here and say, hey, Quinn did his thing, and they win 15-10? You're going to come out here and say, hey, Quinn did his thing, or you're going to say Steve outdid Will Howard and Ryan Day on coaching? What are you going to tell me on that? That's all I want to know. Because if Quinn has piss poor numbers and wins, I don't want you running around. I told you Quinn was this.
What's poor numbers to you?
I just told you 250 yards or less and maybe 1 TD or less. You look like shit.
If he drives that, you will at that point, Jake, you have to watch the game. You can't just look at stats. It's all about, hey, did Quinn Ewers help drive down the field? That's one.
Okay.
You got to look at every single detail.
And you also got to remember too, if the run game is working, right? Let's say they don't put it in Quinn's hand, and the run game is working. Why stop?
Somebody's been saying that one. Somebody has said keep the game out of Quinn's hands.
I'm not saying
the run game win you the game.
But what Juan is saying is, if the run game is there, don't shy away from the run. So
would that not be scheme? Hold on, Juan. Would you not give that to scheme to think of, hey, this guy's outsmarting it. He's put a good run game in to help his quarterback from what's it called?
I don't know Ohio State's run defense, but let's just say they have abysmal run defense.
I don't want to take this to the NFL, but let me ask you real quick. Jalen Hurts, without a good run game, is an average quarterback, yes or no?
They made the playoffs last year without a good run game.
Did they get in and out really fast?
Right, but
their offense was clicking without a great run game.
Yeah, you just asked me.
I believe that Jalen Hurts is not a better player the same way Quinn Ewers needs a good run game to help him. Quinn Ewers cannot dot him up. By the way,
the year that they went to the Super Bowl, they didn't have the best running back.
Well, hold on.
What are we doing here?
That's Jalen Hurts' outlier year.
Okay.
Want to add that in.
Okay.
Has he matched that year ever again? And I'm a Jalen Hurts kind of guy.
Okay.
But I'm calling a spade a spade.
You're
Well,
just
you
going
didn't
off
By
by
ask.
the
this year.
way,
Hold on.
You're just going
You
off by
didn't
this
ask
year.
that though.
No. By
What
the
you
way,
asked me was,
Has
Quinn
he ever
Ewers, Quinn Ewers,
throw that
are
taking
we seeing
trash?
this guy as a top quarterback in the league coming into the NFL coming soon? Or we see him as a third or fourth round pick?
I mean, this year, yeah, I agree that he's had a drop off, but you can't forget the year before whenever he was in the run for the Heisman.
So why did he drop off this season?
Just had a drop off year.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird is all I'm going to say. That
Okay.
does not look
That's
good.
fine.
I'm going to add this in. Will Howard is the best QB in this game. Yes or no?
He's the better quarterback. Yes.
Okay. They have the better quarterback. I believe they have the better running back as well.
No.
You don't think so?
You sound dumb. No.
Okay. Defensive wise, who's better? Texas?
Texas.
Okay. Better offense.
Like offense.
I'm going to Ohio State.
Like offense?
Offense wise, who has the better offense? Texas or Ohio State overall?
Texas. I mean, Ohio State.
I would say Ohio State. I believe Ohio State could win this game. I think this needs a mastermind game plan by Steve Sarkisian, and I think he's going to do that. He's going to show you that he's going to give these maneuvers of these quick screen passes, making sure Quinn doesn't hold on to the ball long. He's going to run the ball a lot more. I do believe we will win this game, but I believe it will be because of Steve Sarkisian. I think we win this game. It's going to be a close one. We're going to control the clock. This is a clock management game. I'm going to say 24-17. We win in the final seconds. Great run game will secure the win, not Quinn passing and dotting it up. It will be our run game. 24-17. And this is the national championship, guys. Whoever wins this wins it all. Go Texas, go.
We all believe it's going to be a run game. I mean, that's all Texas really does. The only team that stopped our run game was Georgia. That's the only team that's ever done it. So obviously, Steve Sarkisian, he likes the run. He sticks with the run. If it's working, he's going to stay with it. So you saying, well, I believe that Steve Sarkisian is going to do this and this.
You practically 10 minutes ago said it on Steve Sarkisian and said, man, he don't have a good scheme.
I never said he didn't have a good scheme.
You said that he's been giving out a bad scheme the past few weeks.
He has, though.
No, Quinn just sucks.
Yes. No, bro.
Oh,
that's just
man, okay.
I know you're trying to do a little TikTok clip, but it's not working.
Oh, speaking of that, right? No, I'm trying to bring up facts. That's all I'm trying to do.
No, bro. Put a Buckeyes jersey on because you don't represent.
No,
Texas.
there's no Buckeyes jersey. I'm just a realist.
No,
that's
bro,
all I
you're
am.
Just hate, man. Whenever we needed Quinn the most, he came in clutch the last game.
Next season one, and we're gonna pin
Doesn't
this
want to
one.
answer.
Next season one, we're gonna come back and look at this and say, damn, it's so much easier to win these games. We're gonna blow the fuck out of the SEC next year. And I really want him to say, damn, man, it's such easier. Like we're playing the Georgias, the Bamas. Man, we're already up 14. It's the third quarter. I just want him to remember how much struggle we had this year in the just depression of like, man, bro. Hey, we won, but it was 17-7 against Texas A&M. Something like that. I just want you to see the difference next year and just see if I was a realist or if I was just trying to switch teams. That's the thing about you and Jeff. Y'all don't understand that. I got to be real on stuff. I'm just saying.
Real, just hater because you have a hard on for Arch Manning. That's all it is.
Oh, of course. There we go.
Stand up.
24.
Stand up when he said Arch Manning. Stand up.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Let me tell you something. I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to stay PG. But
is this
24-17, Texas wins.
No, bro. It's not he never played for Ohio State.
Texas wins 24-17.
Okay.
Next one, Juan.
Juan, who does Tech have this week?
Oh, we play the basketball team. We play Shut up. Hit me with the next. Oh God. Let me go get my hat. I guess that's it for the NCAA. Just like we're going to move on right to the NFL. I was trying to come up with a good, transition. It just didn't come to me right away. The Lions destroy the Vikings 31-9 to win the number one seed in the NFC. Was Sam Darnold and the Vikings exposed?
You want me to go first or you, buddy?
He's talking to you, Juan.
I know. Relax. Calm down. I know who he's talking to. I don't think this is an exposure. I think this is more of just having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? And this was a really bad day, especially considering that the Lions secondary and the defense is just, hurt. I think it just wasn't a good, a day for Sam Darnold. He can't continue to play this way. And hopefully they do a whole lot better than in this playoffs. Who do they have?
The Vikings have the Rams.
And they've already lost to the Rams once. So I think the Vikings can win second time around. But yeah, I don't think it was a bad. It's just
They didn't get exposed at all in your eyes.
no.
Aaron Glenn sitting down like he just bagged some cheeks in the fourth quarter doesn't show you that he didn't expose Sam Darnold. The man was practically sitting down like he just did the unthinkable and just was smiling away. In the fourth quarter, he knew he had won the game. That was the
Like I
defensive coordinator for the Lions.
Like I said, it was a bad day, all in all, man.
This man looked like Emmanuel Acho after he was talking about Joy Taylor in her parking lot. Let me add this in.
That's wild.
The Lions, you know what I mean. The Lions showed them exactly what was going to be trolled. This was an expose. I'm sorry, and I thought Sam Darnold was a better quarterback over Baker, and I still believe that. But with this being said, this is why these bridge quarterbacks, and I hate to say it, Baker is that. Sam Darnold is that. These are bridge quarterbacks. They will not amount to the elite of the elitist. Jared Goff is an elite quarterback. This man did and put on a clinic. I was proud of this team. This team had a meaningless game the week before, but that's what Dan Campbell does. He don't care about meaningless games. This bumps you up and makes you better. I love their repertoire. I love what Mark Schlereth said. He said specifically, Dan Campbell came up to me and said, guys, I go for it on fourth, so my team knows that fourth down is just another damn down. There's no fear in us. This team has a puncher's chance because of what Dan Campbell has built with this system. The grit, the grind. This is Detroit football. This is what we wanted to see since 1950 when they won their last chip. This is what the Lions are. They fight for everything, bro. This is them. The Vikings will be one and done. They will lose to Sean McVay this coming up weekend. Congrats, Vikings. You overachieved, but you do have bigger problems. You need to figure out whether you have a rookie quarterback that's going to be great or if you're going to stick with this bridge quarterback. But as of right now, the Lions have that puncher's chance, and they did it well by whooping the ass of the Vikings all over that Ford Field. Congrats,
By the way,
Dan Campbell.
Jake just said that Jared Goff had a great day or something. By Jake's standards, under 250 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. I mean, by your standards, bro, that's not good at all. So Jared Goff didn't do shit, bro. It was mainly
Is he sitting down? Is he sitting down this weekend?
Mainly the run game, man.
Is he sitting down this weekend? Yes or no, Matt?
Who?
Is Jared Goff sitting down this weekend while everybody's got to fight their asses off?
But don't say that.
So that tells you overall he's done what he's had to do to carry his team.
Goff, though. Stop.
Okay.
So if Quinn has
Jared Goff don't get no credit.
Well, Quinn has the same day. It was same. Whoa. If Quinn has the same day, then it was a pretty good day.
No, Quinn going to win that game?
You just said if he wins with 2 interceptions and
absolutely. But Matt was literally killing Steve Sarkisian. Hold on, Juan. Does Matt give Dan Campbell credit at all?
No, he doesn't like that guy.
No, he doesn't give him credit, man. Hey, he's giving it to. If they win anything, it goes to Ben Johnson for some reason. Never goes to the quarterback or the head coach. Well, Matt gives it to the damn offensive coordinator.
Campbell is just standing there. That's all.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Keep going. Go ahead, Matt.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
The gall of this guy.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Go ahead, Matt.
Never in my life a team that wins has ever been given credit to just the offensive coordinator. No, nothing to the QB, nothing to the head coach. We'll give it to the OC. Okay.
Well, there's a reason why they're here, man, and there's a reason why they're going to fall off next year because Ben Johnson won't be there next year. I mean, just saying, man. The Vikings did not get exposed. I agree with Juan. They just had a bad game. They've been on a hot streak all season long. One bad game and they're exposed. That's just Jake. That's just Jake being Jake, man. The Lions will. I mean, the Lions. The Vikings will bounce back.
You already trying to give me a hint of who you're going with this week? They're gonna, because if they bounce back, they got to win next week because they're out if they lose.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell and Sam Darnold or Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. I don't know where y'all going, but I know where I might go, guys.
I mean, the best head coach doesn't always win, Jake. You have to remember that, man. It's all about performance. Like Juan said, it was just a bad day for the Vikings. So who knows, man? The Rams could have a day too.
And not only that, it if they got quote unquote exposed, like you say, don't you think they want to come back and give some revenge so they don't sit out?
Hold on.
You always
what did
say,
you just say?
You always say, "Oh man, I don't want to play this team now. They lost, so now they're mad. So when they come back, they're gonna show us blah 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 blah." You don't think the Vikings
did you see the ass kicking that happened? That wasn't just a regular loss.
I agree.
I think now the Vikings are looking in the mirror and say, "Wait a minute. We played this team.
It's a divisional
7
game.
weeks prior. Hold on. We played this team 7 weeks prior with better defensive players, and we had a grit grind game. We now play them with half their damn defense injured, and we get our asses whooped." Sam Darnold saw ghosts the whole time. He didn't know where to throw to. Justin Jefferson was open the whole game. He was scared. What's he at? That's how he looked. He was scared. This is what's going on. Just got to bring facts into it.
He threw a dot to Justin Jefferson and he dropped the ball. So, to be fair,
Justin also was open several times that game. And one thing that I don't know why this is. Sam Darnold can throw a laser 30 yards out, but miss a damn 10-yard in route. For some reason, that's a giveaway. I don't know, bro. That's just something that I've seen from Sam Darnold. He can throw a 30-yard dot and then throw a 5-yard flat route and practically miss the guy by 5 yards. I don't know. They will be exposed this weekend. Get ready.
Weren't they already exposed? So more exposure.
Yeah, it's going to look bad for them. I don't think it's close this next game. I think the Rams use exactly the Lions' game plan on Sam Darnold. Not only that, playoff football gets a lot faster.
Yeah, and Matthew Stafford has experience. Sam Darnold doesn't. Gotta throw that out there too.
All right. Next one.
Dang, Juan, he's like your boss, bro. Like he's telling you next one. Chip chop.
Main character. You should have left it the same way, bro.
I know, but I couldn't. It's embarrassing.
Tyreek Hill hinted at exit from the Dolphins. Smart move. Where does he head to next?
It absolutely is a smart move. I mean, the Dolphins hasn't done anything since Mike McDaniels got to Tyreek joined them. I mean, hasn't done anything. Tyreek Hill got his bag. He got what he wanted. Now it's time to move on. Miami Dolphins is not a playoff team. So let's move on. Tyreek Hill's going to move on to a playoff team, whether it's the Bills, the Chiefs back to the Chiefs, maybe. Who knows? He has to get out.
Those are your two favorites?
No, I'm not saying the two. I'm just naming them. I'm not. Shut up. I'm not naming the Cowgirls. But yeah, I mean, there's just teams out there that's going to be playoff.
Remember, they got Jonathan Mingo from the Carolina Panthers, bro.
He's good. Underdog. But yeah, he wants to get out. You know, Miami never plays hard towards the end of the season. Mike McDaniels, he'll be back next year, but you best guarantee if they don't make it next year, then he will be gone. So get out, Tyreek, while you can, man. I agree with this.
And
Um,
and with Tua's availability like up in the air, he went from having 17 games to 11 game this year, and possibly considering retirement. I think it's just a smart move on his part. It's time for him to start thinking about him. And I don't know where he heads to next. I don't know, but I think this is a really smart move as far as for Tyreek. It's just
here's what I'll ask. I want to ask y'all a quick question. What was the difference from what Tyreek Hill did and what your Niners guy did about 3 weeks ago?
Devondre.
Yeah, because I don't know if y'all saw. Mike McDaniels had to be asked that, hey, Tyreek pulled himself out the game. He had no injuries. He just sat there. What was the difference in my question?
I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah. You didn't know that? Oh, yeah. Go check that up, Juan. Mike McDaniels practically had to look stupid. Like he just found out his girl had cheated on him, and he had to look at the media press and practically asked a question about how Tyreek Hill said that he was not going to be put in the game at all. Practically embarrassed Mike right there. All I'm trying to wonder is I don't give a shit where this piece of shit goes. I'm sorry. I'm calling a spade on this. This guy shouldn't even be allowed to play another game in the NFL, in my opinion. If it was up to me, I wish 32 teams would boycott this piece of shit because this was sad to watch. And let me tell you something. Tyreek Hill didn't do a damn thing for Miami to even try and win that game. Hey, congrats, bro. Whenever you had Tua and your stats were up and you were making your money, you were proud, loud and proud about it. But instead, you now go to the media as a diva wide receiver and say, hey, I got to play somewhere else. I don't know if this is the place for me. No, dude, you laid your bid. You made your bid. Now lay in it. This is embarrassing. I don't see the difference from what he did to what your guy did 3 weeks ago. The only difference is your guy walks the locker room. This guy sat down on a bench. This is embarrassing. I don't think that he deserves to play another down in the NFL. And I'm more horrific, and I hope the only teams that look for him are terrible teams. Freaking sad, man. Go ahead.
It says here that Hill was asked about the situation. He said he had been dealing with little issues all season, and coach kind of pulled me out.
No, Mike McDaniels said he didn't pull him out at all. He said he was told. Mike McDaniels was told, hey, Tyreek is not coming back in. Mike McDaniels said that live on, and I know we can't do it because we'll get stricken with YouTube rights.
No, hold on. Let me keep going then. It says Hill seemed to backtrack when asked whether he was specifically removed by McDaniel because of the wrist, and he responded with just one of those issues, man, that like you look up at the scoreboard, Chiefs are down to the Broncos, and it's like, okay. So in other words, it sounded like he removed himself, coupled with the fact that he also said he'd like to move on from the Dolphins. He just might get his wish.
That's embarrassing. So let me tell you something. You're falling down. You know the Broncos are up 31-0, whatever it was at the time. And instead of ending the game with your guys, this is a camaraderie. Football is a family. You got to lose and with him. And instead of doing that, you want to sit on the bench to yourself like a crybaby. Hey, by the way, what was his damn profile picture the next day?
Maybe.
Trolling as Antonio Brown with his face on it when he left the Bucks. Piece of shit. After that day, Antonio Brown never had another NFL job again. I think Tyreek should do the same. It's embarrassing. I could give a shit less where this piece of trash goes, and I would hope that a bad team picks him up and he does nothing ever. Tired of this.
You didn't have
Guy's trash.
I will say this, Jake. You didn't have that smoke for Devondre. You sat there and said, "Oh, I didn't know."
I asked y'all if
exactly,
I asked
you didn't have all this smoke. You didn't have all this smoke for Devondre. All right.
You know why? You know why? Because I believe he was straight to the face telling you. This guy was, look at that. He still couldn't admit it. Devondre said he quit. I'm done. I'm out. This guy's practically, I had a wrist injury. I don't know. Bull crap, bro. You didn't want to die out there with your brothers. You didn't make the playoffs. Accept it. You suck this year.
I think that he made a business decision. I think
It's
that
embarrassing.
he saw that the Broncos were up so high on the Chiefs. There was no chance of them getting in the playoffs.
Mhm.
And, Tyreek Hill didn't want to risk injury, man.
A business decision.
And
That's sad.
let's not pretend that, Tyreek Hill's not a top 10 receiver in the NFL.
I don't know if he is anymore.
He is.
I would take 10 receivers above him. We could do
Devondre
that.
Campbell is a bottom feeder middle linebacker.
Name 5.
I'd go Mike Evans, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. I'd go T. Higgins. I would go T. Higgins.
No.
Oh, okay. Hey, you know what I'm going to love? If the Bengals can't re-sign T and Ty is out there, who do you think gets picked up first? That's all I'm going to ask y'all. Think about that.
Well, it depends on who's more expensive.
Oh, stop. Stop. T will be grabbed before Ty. There's no way. And I can keep going. Who else would I say? Malik Neighbors. I believe he had a better season than Ty this year. I'd put him above him. Come on, man. I'm sorry. He's not that great. Ty is not what he once was. An undersized receiver is not the same.
You could have said Amon, whatever his name is.
Amon St. Brown. That's another one.
Is it Brown or Raw?
No, Amon St. Brown.
Are you sure? Anyway,
Yes.
that Lions guy. I mean, I was going to say Devontae Adams, but
I would go Puka. Healthy Puka is better than him.
I would have said DA.
This dude.
I'm just calling a spade a spade.
I can't. When he said Puka, I agree. Like Puka is.
Yeah. He is. I'm just saying. I can name 10. Give me time. I can name the 10.
Puka's not even number 1 on his team.
I think
Don't say Cooper Kupp. He's outdated now.
Cooper Kupp is number 1
No,
still.
he's not. Stop that.
He is.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Cooper is past his prime. Don't do
He's
that.
not.
He has not been the
I
same
put
since
CD.
he
Is CD not better than him?
and Tyreek.
Yes.
I mean, you
Go
want
look up CD's stats with those piss poor quarterbacks. At least he can make stats.
Tyreek Hill has had piss poor quarterbacks.
He had Tua all last season. His stats dropped whenever Tua's not there. CD's got to deal with Cooper Rush. He's still putting out the numbers.
Well, from what I understand from Cowboy fans, Cooper Rush is better than Dak.
All I know is he has 2 quarterbacks and he still puts the same amount of numbers. Tyreek loses what's his name? He can't get open.
There's no one else to throw it on the Dallas Cowboys. So
Yeah,
that should make it tougher.
that should not make it tougher.
What do you mean? If if there's only one great player on your side, you're gonna get double every time.
No one's double teaming, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
This ain't Madden, bro.
Okay. Makes no sense.
So, Jake, just name one spot where you think he goes to next.
I hope he goes to Cleveland.
That's still a viable option. I mean, that's still a good option.
Yeah, well, not James. What's the idiot's name? Deshaun.
Yeah, but they're going to draft. I think they'll draft a quarterback this year.
I don't want him in Carolina. I don't want him in.
What if he goes back to the
Go
Chiefs?
to the Raiders. Go to the Raiders.
What if he goes back to the Chiefs?
I think the Chiefs moved on from him. In my
I agree.
humble opinion.
I
I think the Chiefs remind me of when Steph Curry was asked would he ever want KD back. He said, well, you know what? That time has passed. We've moved on. The same way I feel Pat Mahomes would say the same thing. We've moved on.
Matt, give me one good spot.
Bills.
Oh. If they somehow lose this weekend, I could see them going for him. Because they're going to be desperate.
That's just hard, bro. Stop.
Okay.
That's just hard.
We'll get into that on Thursday, guys. Don't y'all worry.
That's just hard.
But Amari Cooper was just a rental. You know what I'm saying? So
I think they keep Amari. Amari's a very unselfish player.
I'm just saying, though, Amari Cooper was just a rental, so they don't.
He's not a bad person.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying they don't really have a true one.
I don't think Amari Cooper's bad.
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is they don't have a true one.
Tyreek, I don't believe is a one anymore. And I'm calling a spade on that.
You don't think
if he's a one, Miami should have had better career. They shouldn't have lost when Tua left. They should have kept winning. He didn't.
Who was the quarterback?
All I know is I've seen Larry Fitzgerald. I've seen Larry Fitzgerald carry teams before. Don't do that.
This sounds like
Larry
hate.
also had good quarterbacks.
He had bad ones too. Don't do that.
He
You only had
he
Kurt
good
Warner
ones.
for a little while. Remember, people think that he went from Kurt Warner to Carson Palmer. No, buddy. He had a good middle spot where he had some randoms. Kevin Cobb.
Drew Stanton was pretty good.
Yeah, stop that.
Juan's like, who?
I got his jersey over here, man. Yeah.
Exactly. Next one.
I picked up his jersey last week. I'm not. Are we gonna do this?
Man.
Are we gonna do this?
We're gonna do it one.
Yo, this is gonna turn into a Bo Nix glaze for 15 minutes. Are we gonna do this?
I mean, we already know where Jake's gonna go.
That's what I'm saying. This
So
is
go
gonna
ahead, Matt. Tell me who you think.
The NFL Rookie of the Year goes to Matt. Go first.
Okay, so we already know where Jake's gonna lean to, and that's fine. Is that heart speaking or is that facts?
Heart.
I think it's heart too. Now, a lot of people are thinking the Rookie of the Year goes to two quarterbacks. Bo Nix.
Oh, we know where yours is going too.
Jaden Daniels.
Oh my gosh.
I believe that there is one quarterback in the run for the Rookie of the Year and a tight end that's in it for the Rookie of the Year. Maybe even a receiver. You never know. But I believe that it's either going to go to Jaden Daniels or Brock Bowers.
I knew it.
Brock Bowers. Who else are you throwing it to other than Brock Bowers? He has literally carried that Raiders offense with a bum Aiden McConnell. And then there was what's the other bum's name that got hurt?
Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew. 100%. It should either go to Jaden Daniels or Brock Bowers. I believe Brock Bowers. I believe this should be a non-QB year this year. I think that a lot of people are going to lean into quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, but let's be honest, they haven't had great years to be named Rookie of the Year. Brock Bowers has had a great rookie year as a tight end. I think he even went over 1,000 yards this year. His rookie year, which is crazy. So my vote, I would go Brock Bowers.
Here's why I won't pick him. I think it's been a while. Now, we did have one last year, but to have two rookie QBs make the playoffs is crazy, especially because rookies don't tend to do this. CJ Stroud did it last year, but I think before that, we haven't had many.
Brock Purdy.
Man, y'all really going to make me throw him down. Y'all better chill. I would chill right now on that.
Brock Purdy.
Did he play that whole season?
He played half the season.
Okay, he played half the season. Not only that, does his roster compare to anything that the Commanders and the Broncos have right now?
Our offensive points skyrocketed whenever Brock Purdy
No. Your offensive roster was elite compared to the Broncos' offense roster and the Commanders' roster.
Having a roster, and he does supposedly is playing with plumbers. That's what
you act like Bo Nix is the reason, bro. Y'all's defense was surprisingly great this year, and then it was a good run game, mainly by Bo Nix. I'll give you that, but still, that defense.
I would hate to do this, but if we compare the numbers between Bo Nix and Brock Purdy's numbers, would it be near each other?
Not this year.
No, which is embarrassing because you're already 4 years in the league, but. I'm saying your rookie season compared to Bo Nix's or Jaden Daniels' rookie season.
You just brought up that Brock Purdy played half the season, so it's kind of unfair.
How about Brock Purdy's first career year where he played the whole year? Would they even compare to these numbers?
I mean,
I would love to look that up.
Look it up.
We need to look that up because I want to see if that's even what's it
called. You were gonna look it up.
I'll look it up. Go, Jake. Go with your rant.
Go ahead.
I believe it needs to go to one of these two quarterbacks because both. If that's the case, if we're just looking at stats and all that, then when we get to the MVP talk, boy, does Joe Burrow have a case like no other. If we're just going by stats, but in the end, Hold on.
This dude, bro. You're so cringe.
Joe Burrow showed you something. Hold on, because he's trying to give Brock Bowers all that crap, which is crazy to me.
Even your thumbs up says it, bro.
The
Brock
Raiders
Bowers.
didn't do anything, though. The Raiders did nothing this
With a
season to do
rookie tight
anything.
end on a trash team. Name another receiver on that team.
Did he outshine and outdo what Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels did?
If it's true that he has 1,000-yard, if he's having 1,000-yard season with a bum Aiden O'Connell and a bum Gardner Minshew, then you don't think that's something of noteworthy?
You'd have to look it up.
What?
Who?
His stats? Like his stats wise, or
Now look up his stats wise. That's fine. I'm just saying, Bo Nix. It should be a fight for two. It's between Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix. And the reason
3,775 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Brock Purdy's first starting year, 4,280 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions.
So they're around the same number, right?
Around.
Would you say so? And now, whose roster looked better?
I mean, 500 more yards, but
right. But whose roster looked better? Does Brock Purdy do that in Denver? Yes or no?
You never know.
Oh, stop. Man, get out of here with that bull crap. We know for a fact. Hold on. You can't come on one side and tell me Brock Purdy is – hold on. You can't tell me on one side that Brock Purdy is this great quarterback, and then on the other say, well, he doesn't need to be paid that much, Jake. I'll be honest with you. So don't do that with that.
Never said he didn't need to be paid that much. I just think that Brock Purdy doesn't get as much as everyone thinks that he's going to get.
Brock Bowers.
We'll get into that when that comes. What'd you say, Juan?
Brock Bowers has 112 receptions for 1,194 yards.
Absolutely. For the year. My whole thing is he didn't change anything for the Raiders. Hell, their head coach just got fired. Guy got fired already.
Name somebody else on that Raiders team.
What do you mean? Well, he had Devontae Adams half the season.
I don't even think it was half the season, was it?
I would say about week 7. Yeah. Week 7, week 8. I would say week 7, week 8.
That, because the
Jets did have that.
Jets still had like a chance.
Yeah, it had to be before that.
Anyways.
As I'm saying, I think it's between two rookies.
No. Just say what you want to say, because I'm going to give you your little moment. Because you're beating around the bush to not say.
No, I'm about to get to it. I'm trying to clear out everybody except Bo and Jaden.
I'm going to mute myself, and then you're going to go. Ready? Now.
I believe Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix, it goes to one or the other. The reason I would pick Bo over Jaden is he has more yards this season passing, and he has more TDs passing this season than Jaden Daniels. Not only that, he played in a tougher division. He had to see Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid twice. He had to see the Chargers and Justin Herbert. Not only that, he plays the AFC, where the NFC is much easier. I'm telling you right now, Bo Nix, I believe, deserves this more than anything. Not only that, here's the biggest point too.
He barely had better stats, by the way.
He did, but he did it, and then he did it. I believe. Who's a better wide receiver, Scary Terry or Cortland Sutton? And let's be real here.
Scary Terry fell off this year.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Who's a better receiver, Scary Terry or Cortland Sutton?
And not only that, Bo Nix had a defense to carry him.
Oh, my God. Dan Quinn didn't help that defense out in the Commanders?
Their defense was
That's kind of weird. All I know is if he had a defense to carry him, how's he matching up Jaden Daniels in numbers? In fact, exceeding him. It'd be different if he had Pittsburgh numbers, but his numbers are better.
Jaden Daniels
that boy
had a miracle game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, that wasn't because of him. That was just a throw-up.
Really? You gave it all to Jaden Daniels that game whenever
I believe Jaden played well that game.
Okay.
I believe the whole entire – No.
Interesting.
Hold on.
Interesting.
No. You were even mad at the guy who was celebrating because Then he
That's
dummy
what I was about to
over
go.
here.
I'm so glad, Juan. Keep going, Juan, because Matt's
No,
not even in. It's interesting. Go ahead, Juan. Say
I wasn't.
exactly what I said. I love how we like to switch up what Jake says. I said Chicago Bears screwed that up. That was a bad defensive game plan. The damn defender, the corner, was celebrating and screaming to the stands like they won the game already. Absolutely, Juan. Thank you for making my point.
But
Dumbass
not
Matt
only
was trying
that,
to make me say
but
a whole different
you
thing.
also said Jaden Daniels is the reason they won that game.
No. Their whole
You did
the
say
Bears
that.
should have lost
You
that
did
game
say
in
that.
general.
Take it
I was
back.
talking down on Caleb that whole day because Caleb didn't do anything.
No, bro. No,
We can go back to that damn episode.
you won't though.
Caleb looked like crap. As I said, the reason I give it to Bo is he's done the unthinkable with worse tier players. Time to give credit where credit's due. I think he deserves it, man. Bo Nix, the fix. Bo Nix, the fix, man.
Brock Bowers, the tight end. I don't know what to say, man.
He's not even in the league. They said Jared Verse is in there, which is crazy to me.
Whose perrito's going crazy?
Come on.
Mine.
Matt says Brock Bowers. Jake says Bo Nix.
And if not Bo, give it to Jaden.
It's not going to Bo.
The NFL Coach of the Year goes to
Back-to-back Broncos segments.
for real. Jeez,
No,
I didn't know.
no. I would love to give it.
He's gonna say Brian Daboll.
No, not at all. I think the Coach of the Year undoubtedly goes to the Lions head coach, Dan Campbell. He took the number one seed. I've heard idiots, and I don't want to call teams out, but guys will come up to me, random guys. I know some here. I know some on another pod will come up to me and tell me about injuries. This piece of trash had injuries all over his defense. All over his defense. And said, I'm still taking number one seed. What's up? This guy deserves it more than ever. He did the unthinkable. This team is made because of him. What he did.
I give it to
Ben
Kevin
Johnson can't do this. He built this team from the ground up. Give credit where credit's due. This team was 1-15 3 years ago. They went 8-8 the year after. And the past 3 seasons, they've actually showed you how they've exceeded and practically now become a top tier team of all time right now. They're showing you right now. No doubt does Dan Campbell deserve this more than anybody else. I'm so proud of you, Dan. You did your thing. I hope y'all can make the Super Bowl because if y'all do get Aiden Hutchinson back, and I do believe that can change a lot. But I don't know if their defense can hold
injury.
that. Hey, bro, when there's time to fight, all I know is this team shouldn't have beat the Vikings the way they did. They shouldn't have beat y'all the week before. They should have been struggling on and on and on. This team keeps fighting. They're great for that. Dan Campbell deserves Coach of the Year for taking this team to the number one seed with the most injuries in the NFL.
They do not have the most injuries in the NFL.
They have
by
the
way.
top 3. I know that. They have
You're
they're up there.
You're just saying shit now, bro.
All I'm saying is they're up there. All I know is I know guys that will tell me there's injuries and they can't that their team suck now. That's all I'm saying. This guy did that. Got to give Dan Campbell that.
Not Dan Campbell. Let's be honest, it's Ben Johnson. But we can't give it to an offensive coordinator, so that's unfortunate. The true Coach of the Year goes to Kevin McConnell.
I thought this boy was about to say
Kevin
Mike Tomlin again.
O'Connell.
Whatever it is.
Kevin
It goes to him, man. There's no reason why they should even be here, especially with Sam Darnold. I know a lot of people were hyping up Sam Darnold beginning of the season, including this bum over here wearing that Broncos hat. Everyone was hyping up Sam Darnold, but now everyone's seeing the true Sam Darnold these past couple weeks, man. It goes to Kevin, bro. They shouldn't even be here. They were up for the number one seed. No one even picked them to be this far. No one. People had the Packers over them. People had, all these other teams over them. It goes to Kevin 100%.
Thank you. I said the same thing.
I'll say this. First off, you're a crazy one. I believe Brian Flores leaves next season. Would you agree?
So does Ben Johnson.
I think Kevin O'Connell gets exposed.
So does Dan Campbell.
I don't think Dan Campbell. I think Ben Johnson stays.
Kevin doesn't get exposed, man, because he runs the offense. He's the offensive play caller. Dan Campbell just sits there on the sideline and
You
shouts,
just talked
"Hoorah."
about Denver had a good defense. Did the Vikings not have a good defense this season?
The Vikings had they had a great defense.
They had a great defense.
They had a great defense beginning of the year, and then it kind of like slowed down towards the end of the year. You can look it up yourself.
All I'm saying is they played their way well.
Okay,
defensive
so
side.
they played their way well, right? Both of these coaches, offensive coordinator and then the other guy. You don't think that they are going to get offered a head coaching job and they are going to turn it?
I'll add this in also.
They're going to turn it down, though? Is what I'm asking you.
Well, Ben Johnson's already turned down last year. Remember that. Here's the other part.
Yeah, but
remember, Washington tried to give him everything. He said no.
This year, they're 14 and what?
14-2?
And you don't think
14-3.
You don't think this year, with being how great they have been, you don't think he's going to take an offensive?
I think Ben Johnson is taking his time for a team that fits what he wants. I believe Washington didn't want to give him everything he wanted. I'll add this in also, real quick. The Vikings, and look this up, the Vikings are the most in one-score victories. If you look that up in a history, that means the Vikings have won a lot of games in one-score games. Usually when that happens, the very next year, flips. That's all I'm going to say. They have a lot of wins in one-score games that they have the most. It can flip in an instant. And next year, all those wins can become losses really fast.
They had a lot of those last year too.
They didn't do anything last year.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they had a bunch of one
that tells me Kevin O'Connell is scraping by.
And look, they did better this year.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens.
Okay.
I can't wait. But like I said, somebody beat the other one just head to head recently.
That's just recently biased right there.
Oh, of course. Number 1 seed Lions, bro. Give him credit.
Dan Campbell didn't do anything. He was just staying on the sideline.
Hating on him, man. Hating on him. And if you are with that is crazy.
Well, he just hang on. He just gave, whenever he was going on his Lions take, he was giving credit to the defensive coordinator while sitting down on the bench, whatever he said that he was getting, bro. And then Ben Johnson's over there calling plays like no other. So what does Dan Campbell do?
That team fights because of Dan Campbell. He's a motivator.
Do you see my point, Juan?
He's a motivator.
He's a cheerleader. I got you.
Like, what are we doing?
Oh,
bro?
okay.
He's Pete Carroll.
That Mike Tomlin has been that this whole time. Don't do that.
Mike Tomlin doesn't have a win. Has never had a losing season.
Oh, shut up. Next one.
I don't get it.
Is this another Broncos conversation?
No, what the hell? Who would win MVP from Denver? NFL MVP should be Burr, bro.
Deserves this because he shouldn't be in the playoffs with the rookie quarterback. Go ahead.
Burr season deserves it. His whole entire team let him down defensively, especially. He literally did the unthinkable this season. And you know what I can't stand? The NFL MVP has been told to me over time and time again, it's a regular season award. So do not count playoffs, right? So I don't want to hear he didn't make the playoffs. Burr deserves MVP.
But did
his
he make
numbers double and exceed both Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. The only reason they're even getting consideration now is because they made the playoffs and they're discrediting Burr because of missing it. It's embarrassing. That's Burr for you, bro. He was there to win the games. His defense couldn't hold on. Burr, you deserve it. We are all witnesses.
No. It's gonna go to Josh Allen.
No.
Unlike
No.
everybody else. I already know who you're gonna go with, Juan. It's no fucking shocker to anybody who you're going with. It should go to Josh Allen.
Brock Bowers.
Compared to Lamar, compared to Joe, Josh Allen is playing with a bunch of plumbers. Playing with a bunch of plumbers. Name me the running back.
Cook.
James Cook.
Yeah, and you have said it, and you have said it too, Juan, that he's a bum. Go back to other pods. Y'all
That
both
guy's a
said
bum.
it. Not only that, his Amari Cooper. I mean, hey, bro, what is this? 2014. He's not a Dallas Cowboy Amari Cooper anymore, man. He's a bum now. Who's the next guy? Shakir, whatever the heck his name is. Bum. He's playing with a bunch of bums, bro. He deserves this more than anybody. Lamar has Derrick Henry carrying his ass this entire season. He has Zay Flowers. Joe Burrow has Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Stop. Shouldn't even be a conversation. Josh Allen is the MVP. He's the most valued player on his team. Stop. There's no other way around it. If we're gonna give an MVP to somebody on the Ravens, give it to Derrick Henry. If you're gonna give I agree with Jake. Joe Burrow is the most valuable player, but like I said, he has so many weapons. It's crazy. Josh Allen has nobody whatsoever.
This is the same guy who was just yelling at you for roster. Roster, Matt. Roster.
Roster. What are you talking about? Roster.
I'm just saying this is the same guy, Jake, who was yelling at you about the 49ers roster and how good the roster is, and that's what makes Brock Purdy so good compared to Bo Nix's number. And now he doesn't want to take into the fact that Joe Burrow has the better roster out of the two teams.
He does have the better roster, 100%. That's why it should go to Josh Allen.
What is going on? Jake, we can see you. You know who my MVP is. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give it to... Say it with me, Matt.
Derrick Henry.
Say it with me, Matt.
Derrick Henry.
Say it with me, Matthew.
Lamar Henry.
We can give it to both of them. It can be a split title. It can be like the Mean Girls, where she breaks out through these. She's like, to you and to you. Yeah, we can do that. I don't care. As long as you know that Lamar, the MVP quarterback, should be there.
No.
All I'll say.
No.
Lamar Jackson.
Derrick Henry has been carrying his ass the entire time.
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah,
Lamar,
so it should be Lamar Jackson.
No,
and it should be without any hesitation.
Jake, I think you can even agree with me that if Derrick Henry wasn't there, bro, would it be as good?
Lamar, I don't know what would be going on in Baltimore. In fact, I think they would lose that division. I'm glad they got Derrick Henry. They would have probably lost that division without him.
So he's not the most valuable player.
The most valuable player on that team is Derrick Henry.
No, it's Lamar.
Oh, stop one.
That's just a fan of
That's just fan of him. Yup.
That's hard.
That's hard.
Don't worry. I think they're going to probably give it to Josh Allen.
They should.
Because they are tired of Lamar. It's like when Joker won. I mean, Joker had been winning, and they just gave it to Embiid because they're like, all right, we've already given Joker 2 of these. Might as well give 1 to Josh Allen. So I think the same thing, bro. Next one.
Can't give it to Burrow because he didn't win he's not in the playoffs.
Ooh, what is the best head coaching job
Jake,
available?
What is the best head coaching job in the NFL available?
Well,
doesn't make sense.
He just says it's slow.
You gotta proofread these.
What is the best head coaching job in the NFL available?
Yeah, say it out loud, Jake.
Okay.
No, repeat it. Come on.
What is the best head coaching job in the NFL available? That's exactly what I saw. Word for word.
It should be what is the best available head coaching job in the NFL.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go.
I should never say what is the best head. I should never say that, all right? Not on this pod, bro. I should not say that. All right.
This guy, bro.
Go ahead.
As I'll say, I think the best head coaching job right now that's open is the New England Patriots. They have the 4th overall pick. They will have Drake May, $120 million in cap space. They have a lot of things going for them. I think you can change your season instantly. Here's the other thing. We know Miami is now on a downfall. We know the Jets are on the downfall. The only team you have to compete in your division is you and the Bills. If you get the right players right now, Drake May showed you hope. Not only that, I would even do this. I know we saw Joe Milton not look that bad, right? I'd use him as trade bait. I think there's a lot of teams this offseason that would love to grab a running quarter. He looks better than the idiot from the Colts. He looks better than him.
No Flacco? Anthony
who?
Richardson. I get it.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson. So if I'm the Patriots, I use him as trade bait. I have a 4th overall pick. I think I try and get the best player, or I trade back and get more picks to build my team up more. And now I have 120 million in cap space. I'm able to revamp this team because of what we have now. I'm telling you, there's nothing but up for this Patriots roster. So I think that's the best available job right now.
I kind of agree with Jake because I would say the Bears, but you also got to look at who they have on their team and how much money it's taking up on their team. I mean, you just paid that cornerback. I don't know how long Keenan Allen's going to be there. I know that's big. DJ Moore, not DeAndre Swift, whatever his name is, Swift. You also all look at that. And not only that, Jake brought up a good point. The division, the tough division in the NFC North. So I'm going to go, Jake. I'm going to agree with the New England Patriot take. Yeah, I think it is the best head coaching job available. Drake May, a promising quarterback, quite possibly the best quarterback out of that draft. Stop.
Let's not go that far, bro. Slow down a little.
Yo, if you want to give any flowers, you should give it to Drake May because that dude's literally playing with a bunch of plumbers. Literally. You can't name me one receiver, bro.
I get that, but Joe Milton made that same team look good too.
Say it, Matt.
Kendrick Bourne. But yeah, I agree with Jake. Best head coaching job. Jets, who knows what they're going to be next year. Aaron Rodgers won't be there next year. I mean, it depends on who they get as the head coach. Rex Ryan, come on, man. Miami is on it. They just suck. They're not good. I would love to see Miami good because I'm a big fan of Mike McDaniels, but he hasn't amounted to anything as a head coach. And all you got to worry about is the Bills. So I agree. Patriots is the best head coaching job.
What do you think, Juan?
It's got to be the Patriots. Like our GM says, once you feel like you have a quarterback and you have a quarterback for the future, quarterbacks don't fall out of the trees. So Drake May showed something, and like you said, even their backup has shown that he can do a little something. So I would.
One more quick question: did Gerard Mayo get a shit into the stick?
He shouldn't have been the head coach in the first place. Whenever you start listening to your players, it's a bad look. Same thing for the Raiders. They listened to their players. They hired Anthony, whatever his name is, Antonio Pierce. My bad. He's a bum. Can't remember his name. And then the same thing with Gerard Mayo. You listen to the fans.
Did you see who the new favorite is for the Raiders?
Who?
Pete Carroll.
Oh, God. I have not seen one freaking thing about Pete Carroll. And this dude keeps naming Pete Carroll.
No, he's on the team right now.
Who?
Pete Carroll.
He's on the team.
I think he's on the Seattle. I think he's like a consultant or something for Seattle.
Doesn't Seattle have to trade him?
I don't know about that. I think he's now up in the office now. So I don't think you even got to trade him anymore.
Because he retired before his contract ended.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have to trade him.
Oh, well, we'll see. I think they'll let him go for scraps because they probably pushed him out.
Whatever it is, man. Antonio Pierce, bum. That's what happens when you listen to the players. Same thing happened with the Patriots. That's what happens when you listen to the fans. They wanted Gerard Mayo to be the head coach. Now it's time to do something better. Find the next. I was about to say something dumb. Find the next Bill Belichick and help your team back to what it once was.
That's hard to find. 6 rings is hard to catch up with.
What do you guys think of the Bears potentially going after Mike McCarthy?
Well,
that's not a bad move.
Fire him.
Huh?
It's a bad move. What are you talking about?
I don't know about that. The one thing that he's a great bridge head coach. I think that would help Caleb Williams. He can build a quarterback. Quarterbacks tend to have better seasons when he's there. Think of Dak without him. Think of Dak with him. Think of A-Rod without him. Think of A-Rod with him. He's decent, bro. He's a good bridge. He won't win you a Super Bowl, but he will make Caleb better.
No,
Add that
you
in.
you go get Cliff on that one.
Oh my god.
He
We
has
saw what he did in Arizona.
he has history with Caleb.
Okay.
And don't say that you saw that in Arizona, man. You saw that division.
Oh, stop.
That division was tough.
And not only that, I don't think you wanted to draft Kyler.
Yes, he did.
Yo,
They had Josh Rosen, and he pushed Josh Rosen out the window.
Nah, actually, Josh Rosen.
Yeah. He wanted Kyler.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Next one won.
I don't have it. You
There's
keep saying next one like I can hit the button.
That's it.
Oh, that's it, brother. We got Thursday coming up. Thursday pod is coming up. Predictions for the wild card.
Yo, Matt, can you give us a little teaser?
On what?
Since we're back to regular scheduling, are we gonna make a little bit of money this week?
I made money last weekend.
Yeah, thanks for putting it on the pod, though.
I tried, but y'all like just pushed right past it. So that's on y'all.
Yo.
Go back to that pod. Go back to it. I was like, yo, hang on, guys. I was like typing it, and you're like, oh, let's just move on, guys.
Actually, if you want to say that, I said, well, while Matt's doing that, let's just move it on along. And then me and Jake cleared the air for like 10 minutes, and Matt never pulled anything up. And then he said, then when he did pull something up, Matt, Jake, what did he say? Can you read that?
Yeah.
No, you can't read that.
It's on you.
It's your segment, and you want me to read that for you.
Absolutely.
Stop that. Money Matt will be back this Thursday. Get ready, guys. He's ready to make some money for y'all.
Maybe would you rather too? Who knows?
You know, you didn't even.
we might do a would you rather best rookie QB of all time.
You should have done a HCJ's top 5 leading into the playoffs.
Why?
I can get one done. We have a lot. We have a lot.
Nah, we're good, bro.
We have something to talk about.
Chalk it up till next season. We're good.
I like it. Coming soon, HTJ's top 5 NBA edition. Oh, look at y'all! You're getting intrigued.
No one's getting intrigued.
This is my intriguing face.
Real quick, did you see the Rock one yesterday? I know you watched Raw on Netflix.
Yo, is that not crazy that Netflix is taking over the game, bro? They're supposed to have. They're also going to be picking up NFL games this year.
I remember getting it in 2007, their little DVDs through the mail, and I remember telling myself, these guys are going to transcend the world one day.
I don't want to hear that from you when you were like literally rooting for Redbox. Shut up.
No, Redbox changed the game forever.
No, shut up.
It killed Hollywood Video, Blockbusters.
No.
They killed them.
Like
That's a documentary to watch.
This guy is a dummy.
And now Redbox ended up hurting themselves because they're done now.
Bro, they've been done.
Sad day, bro.
Matt, when's the last time you rented something from a Redbox?
Like 8 years ago.
Who knew Blu-ray and DVD was ending their own career? It sucks. Lost the good ones.
Blu-ray, what are you talking about?
Blu-ray's done for, bro. Nobody buys it anymore. They just stream.
I was going to say, I don't think anybody buys DVD.
That's what I'm saying. The stream is done.
Yo, when's the last time you bought a DVD? What's the last movie you could say you bought it?
Good Burger.
Matt?
Star Wars.
I think mine was End of Watch, if I'm not lying to you.
Great.
That was a good one.
Great movie. I think that was my last one was.
That was one of Heath Ledger's best.
Other Brokeback Mountain guy. Other guy.
Who?
The other Brokeback Mountain guy was in it.
How you get mixed up with him? The other one.
That's your favorite movie.
I've never seen it.
I don't
I've
know
never
why.
seen it.
Hold on. I don't know why you were like, oh yeah, I always get it mixed up instead of saying I've never seen that movie. You jumped right into, yeah, I get them confused.
Yeah. Here we go.
No,
Here we go.
what
I've
are
never
you
seen the movie,
doing?
guys.
No,
Deadass.
no, I don't
No,
want to
no,
hear
no.
that anymore.
No. Here we
This is
go.
on- No, this is on tape. Jake loves Brokeback Mountain, bro.
No,
That's wild.
Hey, I got nothing against it.
No.
They do their
So with
thing.
that being said,
I don't watch
you
that
know,
movie.
look yourself. With
That's
that
the
being
world,
said,
bro.
just another episode
That's
of the
the
Final
world. Let
Say
them
Pod.
be, bro.
Like,
Let them be.
comment, subscribe. Yo, it only takes a minute to leave us a review. It only takes a minute to comment, to tell us how great we're doing. It doesn't take that long to do any of those things. And if you could just please do those things, subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the TikTok, follow us on X, do all those great things. We're just three guys trying to do things, and we enjoy putting out this content. There's no place we'd rather be than here with
And
you
putting
guys.
it out.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's another episode of the Final Say. We out.
Peace.
Bye.